Alright lads, welcome back to another video. This is obviously one of my thoughts on videos that I'm trying to start doing just because I want to do the kind of uploading every single day of December. So this one is going to be on the Ballon d'Or and my thoughts on who won it, did he deserve it, and also many other candidates that might have had a chance of winning it. The winner of the competition was Luka Modric, and it's debatable for me. I was a big advocate of Luka Modric when he was playing in the World Cup, and of course he also won the Champions League with Real Madrid, and that makes a fantastic year for him. He obviously got to the World Cup final with Croatia, which is a big feat in itself, and he did win the best award as well, which was the kind of, I suppose, secondary to the Ballon d'Or itself. But for Luka Modric to win the Ballon d'Or, I think it's a wee bit much. Obviously Luka Modric plays for Real Madrid, and the last winners of the Ballon d'Or itself have basically only been Barcelona and Real Madrid, and that is mainly down to the fact that they are the best players in the world, no doubt in that. But for Luka Modric to win it this time, I don't think it's entirely indicative of the best player in the world at the current time. Of course Luka Modric, as I said, had a brilliant year last season, getting involved in the World Cup as he did, and was so influential in Croatia's run to the final. He didn't win it though, and he only won the Champions League whilst having a pretty substandard league season with Real Madrid. In recent World Cups he's never really taken Croatia as far as he did, and with Real Madrid he's had better seasons. So you would assume that perhaps the voting wouldn't have been as so much in his favour as it was. The main reason that I say that is because the voting sheet was pretty much leaked online. It was one that looks very similar to the eventual end rankings, because I looked at the end rankings of where everyone was placed, and you can see the top 20 in this list, and it all pretty much matched up with what was eventually announced as the top 20 players, and then obviously who went on to win it. And within this leaked image it shows the amount of points that each player got for the Ballon d'Or itself, and winning, with obviously being Luka Modric, he had 753 points, and then second place Cristiano Ronaldo with 476. Now, the thing that I'm mainly debating about this is, like, I don't actually have a problem with Luka Modric winning the Ballon d'Or at all. I think he did pretty much deserve it on the basis of what he achieved, right? And yes, there could have been other people that could have maybe got in with a shout. For example, Lionel Messi's sitting at 5th. He maybe shouldn't have done enough to win it, or he maybe didn't do enough to win it last season. But is he really the 5th best player in the world? I mean, come on. A bit of common sense here. Lionel Messi is one of the best ever, and still is, probably, arguably, for many people, the best ever, and the best that there currently is. So that's the debatable one for me. And then above that you've got 4th Kylian Mbappe, who obviously has had a fantastic couple of seasons. He obviously won the World Cup with France and won Ligue 1 with PSG. Outside of that, not very much, but he has been a very good talent. In 3rd place you've got his French teammate Antoine Griezmann. Now these were split by 67 points. So did Antoine Griezmann do more than Kylian Mbappe did last season? Antoine Griezmann won the Europa League and the World Cup, and obviously didn't win La Liga or anything like that with Atletico Madrid. So is it debatable that Kylian Mbappe could actually be above Antoine Griezmann? I mean, I'm not too sure on that one either. 2nd place Cristiano Ronaldo, 476 points, and again a pretty debatable one. He did win the Champions League with Real Madrid and was obviously a big factor in that, and ever since he's left Real Madrid you can see the kind of impact that he did have as a player there, and no doubt again that he is one of the best players in the world, and the best there has been in the last decade. But the kind of controversial thing for me in all this is the amount of points difference between 1st place and 2nd place. So the amount of points difference between Luka Modric winning it and Cristiano Ronaldo coming 2nd. You've got, what, 277 points between 1st place and 2nd place. Now, I've mentioned already in this video, Luka Modric did fantastic things last season and went above and beyond what we really expected of Croatia in the World Cup, and he was a big player in that team. But was he really 277 points ahead of Ronaldo when he won the Champions League just like Ronaldo did? And does his performance in the World Cup really push him 200 plus points, almost 300 points ahead of Ronaldo in the rankings, when Ronaldo had easily still one of his best seasons that he's had, and players like Messi are now finishing 5th and a full 500, almost 500 points behind Luka Modric. I just don't know how the voting has came about for this. Luka Modric, I've mentioned so many times in this video already, I'm almost getting sick of saying it myself, but he has done a very good thing last season in terms of what he achieved and what we expected of him. But it just kind of baffles me how it's been ranked that Luka Modric is now 500-ish points better than Messi in terms of however the voting came about. And it just kind of sits a bit funny with me. I mean, someone like Antoine Griezmann, does he have a case to win it? Obviously, the World Cup and Europa League. But do those add up to him having a better chance of winning it than Luka Modric? He won a European trophy and he went on and won the World Cup, which Luka Modric fell just short at. So, I mean, it's actually better than what Luka Modric has done overall, because Luka Modric didn't win La Liga. He won the Champions League and got pretty far in the World Cup. Antoine Griezmann won a European competition, which obviously is the secondary to the Champions League, which Luka Modric went on and won. But then he won the World Cup, which, as I mentioned, Luka Modric didn't. I'm not entirely advocating for Antoine Griezmann to have won it. I'm just kind of making the case of how he could have had more of a say in winning it. It ended up being that he finished over 300 points behind Luka Modric, despite arguably winning just as much as Modric did last season. So it's a debatable one for me. I would love to know what you guys think. I'm kind of looking at myself now thinking I'm a bit rambling on and not exactly coming to a conclusion on it. I'm not entirely sure on the order, because Messi, for me, he's still the best player in the world despite what he wins in a season. There is no doubt that Messi is still one of the best players in the world, and in my opinion should easily be in the top 3. Lionel Messi is one of the best players that we will ever see grace a football pitch, and the fact that he is so far behind in this voting system for the Ballon d'Or this season is absolutely baffling to me. Modric winning it, or at least I wouldn't, if I did have him winning it, I wouldn't have him winning it by 300 odd points to the second placed player. So let me know what your top 3 would have been in the Ballon d'Or. Would you have had the same top 3 as me? I'm not too sure, as I said, on what my order would have been, but what would your top 3 have been in the Ballon d'Or? It'll be interesting to see what you guys kind of think, who you think kind of done enough last season to be in the Ballon d'Or top 3. Where would Messi sit in your Ballon d'Or kind of position, and would he be in the top 3, or do you agree with the actual official kind of finishing? Do you think he should finish outside the top 3 for the first time in forever? Because Messi's always been regarded as one of the best players in the world, one of the top 3 players in the world for the last, 10 years. So would you have him sitting outside the top 3 for the first time ever? Let me know. But aye, that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a like. Comment down below anything that you think, as I said, about your Ballon d'Or winners. And also subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, which will be Pars Roundup tomorrow, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.